Have you ever wondered if the type of salt you use could be the reason you're not losing weight? What if choosing between pink salt and regular salt could actually make a difference in how your body burns fat? In today's video, we're going to uncover the truth about these two salts, beyond the taste and color. You'll discover which one can really support fat burning, how it affects your metabolism, and why so many people are making the switch without even realizing the hidden benefits. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal not only which salt gives you the edge in weight loss, but also how to use it in your daily routine to maximize fat burning safely and naturally. This simple change could be the key that transforms your results. Salt is one of the most common ingredients in the human diet. For centuries, it has been valued not only for flavor but also for its role in food preservation. However, in the modern world, salt has become controversial. Doctors warn about its dangers, while marketers promote alternatives like Himalayan pink salt as the healthier, even fat-burning, choice. This raises a big question. Is there really a difference when it comes to weight loss? Can pink salt truly outperform regular table salt in burning fat, or is it just another myth created by the booming health and wellness industry? Today we're going to break it down, piece by piece, and uncover the truth. Point 1. The common mistake. Believing pink salt alone burns fat. Many people fall into the trap of believing pink salt is a miracle fat burner. They read headlines or hear fitness influencers claiming that simply switching to Himalayan salt will make them slimmer. But here's the truth. No salt, by itself, burns fat. Fat loss only happens when your body is in a caloric deficit, meaning you burn more calories than you consume. Pink salt may contain additional minerals, but they don't magically melt fat. What they can do is support the body's natural balance, helping your metabolism work more efficiently. But if you continue overeating, pink salt won't save you. The biggest problem with this belief is that it creates false hope. People spend extra money on pink salt, expecting quick results, while ignoring the true drivers of fat loss: diet, exercise, and lifestyle. Instead of focusing on small swaps, the real progress comes from looking at the bigger picture. Another hidden issue is that people often overestimate the amount of minerals in pink salt. While it does contain trace elements like magnesium and potassium, the quantities are extremely small compared to what you'd get from vegetables, nuts, or whole foods. So, while pink salt has a health halo, its impact is more symbolic than transformative. That doesn't mean it has no value, it does. The point is to treat it as a complement, not a solution. In other words, swapping white salt for pink salt is fine, but don't stop there. Keep working on the fundamentals of fat loss. Point 2. The dangerous habit. Overusing salt. One of the biggest mistakes in modern diets is consuming too much salt, regardless of type. Both refined and pink salt are chemically similar, with sodium chloride making up about 98% of their content. When sodium intake is too high, it leads to water retention, which makes the body look puffy and bloated. This gives the impression of weight gain, even if it's not fat. Long-term, excess sodium intake is linked to serious health issues like hypertension, kidney strain, and heart disease. For someone trying to lose fat, this is an invisible barrier, because even if you're making progress, water retention can mask your results on the scale, making you feel discouraged. The danger here is not just physical, but psychological. People see little progress and assume their plan isn't working, so they quit. All because of something as simple as hidden sodium. Many processed foods, sauces, and snacks contain extremely high amounts of salt, and people don't realize how much they're consuming daily. To avoid this, a good practice is to read labels carefully. Cutting back on hidden salt sources can drastically reduce bloating and make fat loss more visible. So the lesson here is not to demonize salt entirely, but to use it consciously. Point 3. The hidden secret. Extra minerals in pink salt. Now let's talk about what makes pink salt stand out. Unlike refined table salt, which is stripped down to pure sodium chloride, Himalayan pink salt contains trace minerals, over 80 of them. These include magnesium, potassium, iron, and calcium. While the amounts are tiny, they do contribute to the overall nutrient profile. For athletes or people who exercise regularly, electrolytes are essential. They help maintain hydration, muscle contraction, and nerve function. Pink salt can provide small doses of these, helping recovery and energy. For example, potassium supports proper fluid balance, while magnesium plays a role in energy metabolism. Another benefit is its lower processing. Regular table salt often contains additives like anti-caking agents, while pink salt is typically more natural. This aligns better with a clean eating lifestyle. Still, it's important not to exaggerate its power. The minerals in pink salt are not enough to replace whole foods. But when combined with a balanced diet, they can help optimize how the body functions. Think of it as one small piece of a much larger puzzle. Point 4. Practical tip. Reduce refined salt gradually. For most people, the hardest part is reducing salt intake. Our taste buds are conditioned to crave it, and food may feel bland without it. That's why going cold turkey rarely works. A smarter approach is to reduce refined salt gradually. One simple method is mixing pink salt with white salt in a small jar. Start with 75% white and 25% pink, then slowly flip the ratio over time. This way, your palate adjusts without feeling deprived. Another method is to use cooking techniques that enhance flavor naturally. Roasting vegetables, for example, brings out their sweetness. Adding a squeeze of lemon can make a dish taste fresher without salt. Gradual change is key to long-term success. By doing this, you not only lower sodium intake but also appreciate the taste of real food more. Over time, you'll notice that heavily salted processed foods taste overwhelming, and you'll naturally prefer lighter, cleaner flavors. Point 5. Smart strategy. Combine less salt with more natural seasonings. The ultimate solution isn't about choosing pink or white salt. It's about reducing overall salt and boosting flavor with natural alternatives. Herbs like basil, rosemary, thyme, and cilantro add depth to dishes. Spices like turmeric, cinnamon, and chili not only flavor food but also offer fat-burning properties. For example, capsaicin in chili peppers has been shown to increase metabolism and promote fat loss. Garlic, onion, and ginger are powerful as well. They improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and enhance digestion. Lemon juice and vinegar provide acidity that brightens flavors, making less salt necessary. When you embrace these alternatives, you transform your meals. Instead of relying on salt, you discover a world of flavors that also benefit your health. Over time, you'll notice that food feels lighter, digestion improves, and fat loss becomes easier. Take Sarah, for example, a 35-year-old office worker who wanted to lose weight. At first, she switched to pink salt, convinced it was the missing piece. But after 2 months, nothing changed. She realized she was still eating processed snacks loaded with sodium. Once she cut those out, reduced her salt intake, and started using more herbs and spices, she noticed a big difference. Less bloating, more energy, and visible results on the scale. Mark, a gym enthusiast who often felt sluggish despite training hard. He started using small amounts of pink salt in his water before workouts. The extra electrolytes helped him stay hydrated and boosted his endurance. He didn't lose fat because of the salt itself, but because it supported better performance, allowing him to train harder and burn more calories. These examples show the reality. Pink salt isn't magic, but when used strategically, it can support a healthier lifestyle. If you ignore this knowledge, you risk wasting money and time. Believing pink salt alone will change your body can lead to disappointment. You might keep overeating, overusing salt, and staying stuck. On the other hand, when you understand how salt truly works, you gain control. You reduce bloating, see faster results, and avoid health risks. This isn't just about looks, it's about long-term wellness. Lower sodium intake reduces the risk of hypertension, kidney problems, and even premature aging. More importantly, it helps you feel better in your own body. So what should you do? First, switch to pink salt if you like it, but use it wisely. Keep portions small, and avoid falling into the trap of thinking more is better. Second, embrace flavor through herbs, spices, and citrus. Third, drink plenty of water to flush out excess sodium. Finally, stay active. Sweating is one of the best ways to balance minerals naturally. By combining these habits, you'll notice not just fat loss but also improved energy, digestion, and mood. Neither pink salt nor table salt burns fat on its own. Pink salt offers minerals and a natural profile, but the real difference comes from moderation and smart choices. Reduce overall salt, use natural flavor boosters, and stay consistent with your healthy lifestyle. That's the real recipe for fat loss. Now that you know how the right fats can transform your life, I've left a video here on the screen made especially for you. Click it now and keep learning powerful secrets about healthy eating and weight loss. And don't forget to subscribe and hit like so you never miss these simple, life-changing strategies that can help you live stronger, healthier, and longer.